Hello friends, I hope you are doing so well today. It is a very cold, very dreary day. We've got some sun, but it snowed quite a bit yesterday. So I got inspired to give my TBR jar a little upgrade. I've had this little mushroom jar for a year now, and I've been using it to hold jewelry or something like that. But A Life of Poetry, fabulous account by the way, definitely go and check her out, has inspired me to give my old TBR jar, which was just like a little mason jar that wasn't cute, an upgrade. So I have about 40-ish prompts in here, and I'm going to pull from them and plan out my next few reads. I just finished the Divine Rivals duology, which was amazing and left me like, I don't know what I'm going to read next. So this is a perfect time to let the TBR jar choose my reads. So I'm gonna give her a little mix. That way you can see that I'm not cheating. I kind of love the TBR idea because it's so fun. So I do prompts. So here, I'll give you an example because we will not be doing this one today for sure. So I just pulled one out and it says, read again, psycho thriller. So instead of doing book titles where I would just have to throw these prompts away or throw these little papers away after I pull them, I do prompts. That way I can recycle those. I can get rid of prompts whenever I'm like not in the mood for that. But then I also have a lot of options per prompt versus just like picking a book and being like, oh, I'm not really feeling that. So I think I have about 30 books here on my physical TBR, and then I also have my Kindle. Let's pull the first one. Let's see. Okay, so theme, LGBTQ+. This is funny because there's a book on my Kindle that I've been wanting to read, and I'm pretty sure it's LGBTQ+, but it is called One Last Stop, so that's gonna be my next read because I've been thinking about that book quite a bit, so it's ironic that I pulled this. So that'll be my first read, and I don't have the book with me. So summary of the book, I think two girls meet and they start dating, something like that. That's not really a summary, but I have the cover in my head and I have been very excited to read that. So we're just gonna do that one, and it's on my Kindle, so there we go. Okay, next pull, let's give it a little mixaroo again. No, he's not gonna like this. This is husband picks, so I will be right back. Honey, this is the prompt that I got. So can you go pick a book out for me? I know you're working, but can you please do that for me? Okay, thanks. So you're gonna pick from the bottom shelf. Any of those down here are available for me to read next, yes. Okay, what are you gonna pick? There's some on this side too. Ooh, little horror thriller situation. Okay, thank you. So my husband chose The Weight of Blood by Tiffany D. Jackson, and I actually talked about this book on my last video. It was on my 24 books to read in 2024, so I was eventually gonna get to this. This was definitely more of like an October read for me because it's horror, but you know, why not in February? So I'm gonna read the summary. Let's see. When Springfield residents, at least the ones still alive, are questioned about what happened on prom night, they all have the same explanation. Maddie did it. An outcast at her small town Georgia high school, Madison, Washington has always been a teasing target for bullies, and she's dealt with it because she's more pressing problems to manage. Until the morning a surprise rainstorm reveals her most closely kept secret. Maddie is biracial. She has been passing for white her entire life because of her fanatical white father, Thomas Washington. After a viral bullying video pulls back the curtain of Springville High's racist roots, student leaders come up with a plan to change their image. The popular white class president convinces her black superstar quarterback boyfriend to ask Maddie to be his date, leaving Maddie wondering if it's possible to have a normal life. So then it goes into the book credits, but I am very excited about reading this book. Basically, it's like a Carrie. I'm getting like Carrie vibes. Everyone dies at the prom, but no one knows what happens since Maddie's the only one left. So this should be very good. Okay, we're mixing her up. Okay, theme self-discovery. Here she is. I have a book at the top of my head for this one, and that is Amazing Grace Adams. I talked about this book also in my last video, so I'm excited to read this. I actually said that I would probably read this earlier in the year because that's the mood that I'm in, so we're definitely going to read this. So here's the summary. Grace Adams gave birth to her daughter, blinked, and now suddenly is no longer in her 20s. One hot summer day, stuck in traffic on her way to pick up the cake for her daughter's 16th birthday party, she has had enough. Enough of men staring at her in their catcalls. Enough of putting her professional aspirations on hold while her husband's career takes off. Enough of disappointment after disappointment. Grace finally snaps. To the astonishment of everyone, she simply gets out of her car and walks away. So this story follows Grace Adams as she is on the journey of self-discovery after feeling hopeless. Sounds good. We have Luna. This is our big girl. She wants to say hi. She was making all that noise earlier. Here, do you want to sit over here? Come over here. Watch out for mommy's tea. Come on. Okay. Okay, bye-bye, honey. Get your water. All right, come on. What, babes? What? Thank you, honey. Next pull from the TBR jar is, oops, a book about books. Now this one I do not have anything top of mind, so we're gonna actually have to look at the shelf. Let's see. Well, I haven't started this yet, although I said I would at my bookstore vlog, but then I just got really excited about Divine Rivals and Heartstopper, so I read both of those first. But that's okay. So this is a potential contender for this read. Let's see. Okay, and then this one I actually got a few months ago. No, it's probably been a year now, and I haven't read it. So it's called The Lost and Found Bookshop by Susan Wiggs. So that's definitely a contender. Let's see if I have anything else. I don't think so. I just think I have these two. Okay. Well, I think it's pretty obvious which one I'm gonna choose, so that doesn't seem really fair. So I might do 5 instead of 4 reads because, yeah, I'm like, these were kind of predictable if you've watched my channel for a little bit. So I'm gonna choose Bookshops and Bone Dust because I've been talking about it forever, so I can't not choose it. Sorry. We're gonna do one more just to make it a little bit more interesting. We're going to, I promise there's some fun prompts on here. I did a lot, so let's mix her up a little bit more. Maybe we can get something fun that I wasn't thinking about. Oops. Okay, here's one. It seems long. This one says, the next book in a series you haven't finished. So I haven't finished Heartstopper. So I have 2 more here. There, you can see them. I have 2 more here. Surprisingly, I haven't finished Harry Potter. I think I've read till 4, so probably need to finish that, even though I will likely be rereading that October through December. All in all, I want to read it all and watch the movies after I read each book, since I've never done that. So let's see, our 2 options. Oh, I forgot about Crescent City, which is a commitment. This will not get finished if I start it in January, but that doesn't really matter. But I don't know. I feel like I should probably go with Harry Potter. What is that feeling? It's probably arbitrary, but yeah, I think I'm gonna go with Harry Potter. So it's going to be Harry Potter and the Order of the Phoenix. I think this one is my favorite. Is this where he gets his Patronum movie? Honestly, all the movies are kind of blending together to me right this moment, and this is why I need to reread them and watch them all. But either way, we're gonna read this and I'll figure out what it's about eventually. Okay, so here are our 5 books. So my Kindle book, and I did remember this correctly, is One Lion's Stop by Casey McQuiston. So I will be reading that one first, and then I will move on to the one that my husband picked, The Weight of Blood. And then we have Amazing Grace Adams, Bookshops and Bone Dust, About Dang Time. And then Harry Potter and the Order of the Phoenix, and maybe one day I'll figure out what this book actually is about. I am on Goodreads. I update my Goodreads regularly, but I have transitioned to Storygraph, which I like a lot better for book recommendations. Their algorithms are on par, and when you go and rate your books, it's not just about the star rating. It's ask you a bunch of questions about the theme and the character and the plot and the pace of the book and the mood of the book. So it's just a lot more comprehensive. So I really stick to Storygraph for the recommendation. Thanks for sticking with me on this silly video today. I hope I got you inspired to maybe create a TBR jar for yourself. I just love this jar. I can't believe I was using it for bracelets before. It's just so perfect. This will definitely make your life easier when you're feeling unmotivated to read, or you just want to read something but you're not sure what. I love using this, and it just helps me even, I feel like, read more. So that's always, you know, a fun goal. But that's all I have for you guys today, and I will see you on the next one. Goodbye.